What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast. Talk It Up with Cindy and Mr. Holiday here.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you again. We're still in the holidays.
Yeah, I know.
I see you got your red sweater on.
Snow Angel.
Okay.
So, we are about a week and a half away from the holidays.
Yes, we are.
So we were trying to figure out our topic for today, and so you had just had your holiday thing this past week.
In the office,
Yeah.
we had
you did your dinner.
It was like a holiday lunch.
A lunch, yeah.
A lunch.
Holiday lunch. So I told us, let's talk about way back in the heydays when all these companies downtown, when we used to live in the city.
Yes.
Or even before we moved here. Well, yeah, no, after we moved here.
Even though it was still going on after we moved
They
here.
was still going on late 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
Well, 80s, I really didn't go to Christmas parties.
No, you were younger. But 90s.
But in the 90s, yes, which was the internet boom around that time. So everybody had money.
I actually remember the first time I had to go to one of his holiday events. I had to take a cab downtown.
Yeah.
When we still lived in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I had to get all gussied up.
First time.
It
was like some rooftop restaurant.
Yes, and I took a cab all the way downtown because I wasn't jumping on the subway with a nice evening gown to go to this holiday event.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think one of the last ones I remember was when I was pregnant with Aiden. And I went to the holiday party all...
Bound.
Yeah.
Bound. So, back then, and I'll also talk about, because, rest in peace, Chuck. Holiday parties were huge.
Yes.
And I'm an IT person. They came from the financial side. And some of these financial powerhouses back in the day would rent like 2 or 3, I guess, ballrooms or conference rooms, or however you would call it, in the big hotels. Because
the
you
conference,
just had
ballrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, you just had so many people, so you would just kind of bounce. And then what started was people would start going to each other's events.
Yes.
So I was kind of the odd person because I was the only IT person.
And you always jumped around.
Yeah, and then the internet boom collapsed. Parties kind of got stagnant. Nobody had money.
Yes.
So then a couple of us started to do just kind of like bar hopping and talking about the holidays. Mm-hmm.
And this is where I used to have to go and drive into New York to get him because he'd be too sloshed to take the bus home.
That's
A
true.
couple times I had to go in there and get him.
I would actually...
One time, I showed up to... I don't know where I picked him up. He was all, like, banged up or whatever. You went on the escalator the wrong way.
I fell down the escalator. Yeah, I went the wrong way.
No, you didn't fall down the escalator.
I went up the wrong way. It was... Well, no, that one, you picked us up at the parking ride.
I did pick you guys
Yeah,
at the parking
so I said, hey, you know what? You could take the bus with me to my house, and your wife could come pick you up from my house, or you could crash.
She actually stayed the night, I think. She didn't want to come and get him.
And what happened was, in the Port Authority, there's a pool hall.
Uh-huh.
No, a bowling alley.
Okay.
So he went to use the rest. Yeah, it's still there. He went to use the restroom. I kind of sat at the bar and then ventured off into another Christmas party.
Oh, my God.
So he comes back. He's like, hey, where's my friend, your buddy? He's like, oh, he's at the Christmas party. And he was like, what? There's a Christmas party. Is it at your Christmas party? And he's like, no, we're not with that company. And I'm over there having a good old time with people and
He
stuff.
didn't even know these people.
Yeah.
He crashed the Christmas party. You crashed the Christmas party.
Yeah, I crashed.
You Christmas crashed.
Yeah. And then
Christmas crashed.
Christmas crashed it. And then I went up the escalator, even though it was going down.
And you fell.
And then I fell.
Because when I picked him up, I picked him up at the parking lot, and he got in the car. First of all, I had to tell him lower the windows because they reeked of alcohol.
Yeah, we did.
And I looked at him, I'm like, what happened to him? And Chuck, may he rest in peace, he goes, I left him alone for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I swear, Cindy, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we
He
were
was all
trashed.
scratched up, beat up.
I had a bruise on my back.
I was like, what is wrong with you? So I figured we'd talk about the heyday of the holiday parties in the office.
And also, not even in the heyday, being in tech, there were also companies that you did business with, vendors had Christmas parties. And they would send you buckets of chocolates and popcorn and all these things, gift cards. Come to our holiday parties. It was like, it was
you used
cool.
to come home with bottles of wine.
Yeah, wine and
popcorn bucket,
rum,
popcorn
alcohol,
buckets,
Johnny Walker.
Yep.
Things like that.
Were those Hillshire something farm?
Hickory Farms.
Hickory Farm baskets. You used
Yeah.
to come home with Hickory Farm baskets.
So then, Bound started to bring them back.
Mm-hmm. They did bring them back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Before they were bought out.
Some of them were outdoors, and again, spouses were invited, just like before. And then if it was tight, since we had a huge,
I remember the last one they did at Bound when they did it in the building.
In the building, we had a huge dining area because it was a company that kind of did business with other people, so there was always a food area for people to come, our clients and stuff like that. So we used it.
I remember the last one they did, because since they didn't do it at a catering hall, they did it there. They had all these raffle.
Yes, they did raffles. Yes.
They were raffling off televisions, gaming systems.
Yeah,
it was like a whole. It looked like a tricky tray on steroids. That's what it did look. It looked like. It looked like a tricky tray on steroids. All the prizes were on tables, and when you came in, they gave you like tickets. And then sometime during the night, while people were eating or whatever, they would call tickets.
Yes.
And you would win the prizes.
Yeah.
And a couple times you won some gift cards.
I won a couple of things.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was good. It was good. Now, the company I work for, they do kind of celebrate the holidays, but
they do a lunch.
They'll do a lunch, or we've gone out.
Yeah.
And they're not. I don't think companies are as big as they used to be of doing events. I don't know. I've spoken to some people, and they say no, we just do small events. We've even had ones where it's just a potluck. I've had my wife make a dish, and I brought it.
And he's brought it in. Yep.
I guess it's one of those things where it just changes.
I think
it goes up and down.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever be as big as they were in the
back
internet
in
boom.
the late 90s.
Late 90s, right
early
there.
2000s.
Yeah, those were huge.
They were huge.
And maybe the big houses do it, the big, J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. But for a while they didn't. Maybe they brought them back. I don't know.
I thought they were so much fun because that's when I would get to like mingle with his coworkers. Even though I hang out with a couple of his coworkers sometimes, but this is where I would get to know everybody.
And you met some of their wives.
I would meet their wives, and we'd start to hang out occasionally. When I would go to the office parties because we all get to mingle and hang out.
Yeah.
So I told him the other day, I was like, I kind of miss when they used to do these office parties because one, it gave me a reason to dress up and go into the city, which is awesome. And two, I got to see him interact with his coworkers.
Yeah.
I don't get to see that either, aside from when he works from home, but it's not the same thing. So,
No,
I thought it was kind of fun that they would do these events. And I used to look forward to the prizes. They used to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Just to see what they would come up with and how.
But today we got, I brought home a holiday box. Well, I didn't bring the box. I brought the components. It's a really nice box. It was silver with a ribbon on it and everything like that. I just didn't. It was raining, so I didn't want to put the box in the bag. So I started taking things out and just. So my company still does something small. Maybe as it grows, maybe it'll.
Hopefully, I look forward to it. I love when I get to go to his office. I've only done it like maybe once or twice where I get to come upstairs during the day while they're all working. I mean, of course, I've gone in the evening when he's got to reset the system and things like that. But it's very rare that I go during the middle of the week, during the day, and see everyone at the office.
This company's a little different than Bound. Bound was, I was there for a long time, but everybody was just,
Yeah.
I mean, and it was an old company.
Yes.
So it had different values and stuff like that. Not this company does it.
They still have very good family value at this.
Yeah, just when they do, absolutely.
Yes.
It just they don't
They're
have
just very
events.
private.
Yeah,
they're very private. So they don't allow all the walking around and everything all the time. They're very strict. So, but I do get to hang out. I am friends with a couple of the admins at his office, which are really cool.
And you met my manager.
Ladies, and his manager.
But I think going back to it, even now, as some people have events, there is no more, I don't even get a card from vendors anymore. Like,
I think a lot of
you would get cards, and I would just hang them on my cube wall. It was like so cool. You have your own, CDW, CompUSA.
A lot of them don't do that. I actually told him the other day, I don't want to do Christmas cards anymore. I still do Christmas cards.
She actually said that.
And he sat here and saw. So I know it's diverting a little bit from
he's fine. Still in the holidays and Christmas stuff.
We still do Christmas cards. And I prefer where we do a photo of the family or our tree. Next time we should do a photo of the front of the house.
Sure.
So he was like, oh, but it's so expensive. So the other day I broke it down to him. I said I'd rather do order cards than to sit down and write them all. Because it took me 4 hours.
It did not take you
It
4
took
hours.
me 4 hours.
You sure?
You were working from home that day.
Okay.
And I sat in the bedroom
Watching Christmas movies.
Watching it's not easy to watch and write at the same time. So you're not really
Fine.
focused on the TV show.
Fine.
But he came in, he goes, Dad, I didn't know the process was that long because you're always at work when I do it. Yeah. But you were working from home that day.
Right. It's not because usually the address on labels sometimes our address. I don't even know if our address is on labels.
Yes, I did have that.
When you buy the photo card, it already kind of says,
everything
hey,
is on the back already.
Season's greetings, Merry Christmas, or whatever.
No, we just put a greeting that we put in our own greeting. Remember, you always write in the greeting and it comes printed.
This one she had to write.
I have to write all the greetings and all the stuff.
Happy Merry Christmas to blah 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 family from
many
Gonzalez
best wishes. I have to just write on all of them. Yeah. So I had to explain it to him. I'm like, when you order them, it comes with everything written on them. So all I have to do is put the envelope, put the address on the envelope and the stamp, and that's it. But when you buy cards to send, you gotta fill them out. Then you gotta do the address, and it's more of a process.
When we bought the cards, and I don't know if we brought this up last year or this year. I think it was last year. And again, we're from Gen X. I remember, if I'm saying it right, recalled. Back in the day in the school, the teacher would have a box of cards. They were cheap back then. And I don't know how they cut them, but they cut them in a circle. And then you would take the image of that card and you would put it in a Pringle cover.
I know that, yes.
And you would put some glitter on it.
You would make the ornaments.
And you would make an ornament, and you bring it home, and your mama hanging on a tree.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this. That would
I do have a couple things that the kids have made. They're just in the bins with the ornament.
In the bins. You heard that. They're not on the tree. They're in the bins.
They're in the
Mommy,
bins.
here you go.
If it doesn't match, it's not going on the tree.
This is so beautiful.
Actually, for a time, I used to hang them on we have this little, looks like a light post on our side table.
Yes.
I used to hang them on there on the sides. But then I didn't want them to get ruined, so I would put them in the ornament box.
Is that the excuse you give yourself? I don't want them to get ruined. Or they're not jiving with the Christmas decorations on this table.
Christmas tree. I'll fess up.
Mom, where is my...
It's in the ornament box.
I keep it safe. Mommy doesn't want it ever to get ruined.
Shut up. I'm too much of a perfectionist.
You know what? The other day is our youngest, Aiden, he saw the Lego. And he was like, you still have this? I was like, yeah, you made it for me, dude.
We save the stuff. I said,
I got the rocks.
I just don't throw it out. I just don't display it, but I keep it.
Yeah, and on the hallway we have stuff from the. I know we're straying. On that little.
It's all holiday stuff.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm gonna get off of holiday topic this week for a minute. So this weekend was very busy.
We did our lab results came good. We're looking good.
We did our physicals. On top of the physicals, one of my nieces got engaged this weekend.
That's right.
So it was such an emotional weekend.
It was busy.
Yes, it was.
From doing the. So I had to go in there, and I hate needles. I say it all the time. And they know.
Even the lab technician made fun of him.
She didn't make fun of me.
Yeah,
she
did.
prepped for me.
No, I told her to prep for you.
She knows.
I went in first to get my physical done.
Well, first of all, for me it was tough. I had my dentist, my regular dentist cleaning, checkup, and all that stuff, and then later. Well, which was first?
The doctor first.
The doctor was
then
first.
The dentist.
Then the dentist. Because I was joking with the receptionist at the dentist place, and I was like, I still had from the 10 o'clock. Wow, that's still bruised. Look at that.
I told you I got a bruise too.
I still had the Band-Aid on. Like, by that time she ripped it off. I'm like, I kept the Band-Aid for like the whole day.
Big baby.
I don't like needles.
So when we were at the doctor's office, he goes, well, why didn't you set my appointment up first?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
So
and then you told him.
I said, well, take him first. She was, they came right in and get you.
No, not in, like she said, not in 10 seconds.
Oh my God, he's such a baby.
I was just.
So I'm in there getting checked out, and I'm like, can someone please check on him? Because he gets anxious at the doctor's office. She goes, don't worry about it, sweetie. They got him. I'm like, yeah, I'm just warning you guys. So everything is done, and she goes, oh, go straight to the back to where they do the blood work, to the lab.
Usually they're supposed to come to me.
Yeah.
But I let it slide. I went to the back.
It's a new office.
It is.
So I went to the back to the lab, and she's there, and I was like, oh, my husband should be here any minute. And she goes, yeah. I said, he can't sit on the chair, I will put him in the recliner. She goes, oh, he's one of those.
But hold on. First of all, they have a recliner. Yes or no?
Yeah, they do for people like you.
Yes. So you made it seem like it's an awkward, unknown situation.
No. I was prepping her.
Yeah, but they have a recliner for us.
I know that.
So
I was just prepping her. I was like, my husband's not gonna sit in the chair like me. He needs the recliner.
She took my
and
blood.
She was like,
she took my blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she goes, he's one of those. I was like, yeah, he's one of those.
I don't care. Got no shame. You know, even the guy that was doing my blood pressure and all that stuff, EKG and all that stuff. And he first of all, this is the arm. If everything is good, they're gonna get the blood out. Except for last summer, for some reason they couldn't do it, and then I had to go back. And the guy was looking at him. He's like, "You gotta go vein there." I'm like, "It's all the time."
So, on top of that,
and then they told you
I was dehydrated.
They were like,
she said, so I was so mad because I have a bruise.
I have a bruise.
But mine was because she had to move the needle while she had it in my arm.
Look at that.
Because I was so dehydrated. So this morning they called me with my blood work results and everything.
They called you? Nobody called me.
Yeah, she called me.
I just went online.
So I mean, I told her I read it. So she goes, well, there was one thing, you know, you were really dehydrated. I said, well, it does say when you're going for physical, no eating, no drinking. You're supposed to fast.
7, yeah.
She goes,
Or
oh,
7 or 10.
I said, so I was in fasting mode. That's why I was dehydrated. I said, and that didn't even work out.
But you had to understand. So what she doesn't understand is she works out a lot. When you work, I mean, I'm finding I got broke the barrier. I'm 192. I'm excited. So hopefully the next couple of pounds start to get easier. But her workout is way more intense than mine. Yeah. So you're sweating more. Yeah. You're releasing those fluids and stuff like that. So you got to drink more. I gotta
drink more water. I do drink more water.
Maybe we
but
should
not
buy
enough, not enough to
the Pediasure water. Has more
I think I'm gonna buy the body armor again. Start buying the body armor.
Whatever. But as long as it has no sugar in it and stuff like that. I always freak out because I'm like, what happens if I have high blood pressure? What happens if I have diabetes?
He was driving me nuts.
He started a whole week.
He started pacing in there, and I looked at him. I was like, "Are you for real?"
And I don't eat sweets. My son was just. We were talking about it. He goes, "But we don't eat sweets, Dad." I know. But it always comes to my mind. It's not even.
The sweets they eat here is if I bake.
Right,
and I don't
and
bake a lot.
It's a scale. It's not even under pre, but every year now I freak out.
But there's no reason to.
I don't know why.
In fact, he's pacing, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" He's like, "I hate the doctor's office." So I was joking with my best friend because I was like, we went and got our physicals done. I was like, you know, this weirdo here. And she goes, who, your husband? I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, we're at the doctor's office. And he's like, I hate the smell in here. She goes, wait. What do you mean he hates the smell? He loves doctor's office. I was like, no, he hates doctor's office. She goes, oh, I said, no, he likes cafeteria food in the hospital. She started dying. She goes, oh, that's right.
I like the hospital food.
And she goes, he's such a cornball.
You know, even my youngest son is getting to this point where he's going like waiting for her to get the shirt that says, "Go away, Jerry. Stop, Jerry." Whatever these phrases are. You're too extra, Jerry. He was like, "Yeah, Mom, when are you gonna get the shirt?" I'm like, "Hey." She jokes about that. There's no real shirt coming along.
I'm waiting for someone to get it for me for Christmas. Please, someone get me the shirt that says, "Go away, Jerry. You're extra. Shut up."
Shut up, Jerry. And then it runs in their family.
Oh, that's the other topic.
It runs in their family. So we're there for the engagement proposal and stuff like that. And she's joking around with them. And
my cousin.
My
niece did.
Your niece goes, I do it all the time. It's mine. So it must be running in our family.
And my cousin,
hey, stupid.
And my cousin did it right there also. I said, you see? He was like, hey, what did he call her? Knucklehead?
Yeah.
He was like, hey, Knucklehead, come over here. I said, you see? Yeah. It runs in the family. I'm not the only one.
Yeah. Who knows how long this has been going on? I finally realized this in the last year or so.
It's a term of endearment.
Yeah, okay.
You guys just don't see it that way. But everybody in my family does it to their significant other.
Well, like I said.
Just be glad that I'm not the only one that
I don't think I want to do blood work. I don't think I want to do physicals right before Christmas, though.
It's too much work for you?
It's too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing is.
He has to watch what he eats for like that 2 weeks before we go in.
I don't know why, because I just freak out. I'm like, you're going to come back. They're going to be like, you got this, you got that. Now, again, he's excited. I'm losing weight. You know, it's not where I want it to be. I was hoping to be in the, in the 180s.
You get there.
finally I did break this 192 barrier like 4 days ago and stuff, and I probably gained back 2 pounds.
Yeah, but
but
just keep
now
working at it.
it's gonna be now the focus is back.
me. No, I'm having my hot
And
chocolate.
I did tell him I've finally started to change some of the eating habits of bringing the salad.
I changed my cooking habits.
Yeah.
So, it's you guys have adapted very well to it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't have a hard time adapting. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be stuff I like. So right now,
I know it's so hard because I can eat any type of salad.
I cannot.
He will not.
I cannot.
I can't even put fruit in my salads.
No way.
I love it.
No
He
way.
won't.
But right now, I'm eating more of a Greek salad.
Yes.
Which is it's
Actually, it took on it turned out to be a good thing because we bought this giant tub of tzatziki sauce from Costco's. I thought it was gonna go bad.
Yeah, she did.
We're gonna have to throw it out.
Because Jeremy's
But
been doing it.
Jeremy is loving. He says it tastes really good. He
And
says
it's
it
yogurt
tastes
based.
just as good as the tzatziki from the Greek place. that
Yeah,
we
it's
get. So-
and it's yogurt based, so it's a little bit better for you.
yes. So you
it's
saw
like-
him. He piled it on today.
Yeah, it's like breakfast. We'll have breakfast, and again, I'll have eggs maybe once in a month, maybe 2 or 3
twice,
times
yeah.
tops. Versus I used to be like 5, 7,
Yes.
8 times.
I eat eggs at least 2 times
But-
a week.
I don't put no salt on it because if I throw some hot sauce, the sodium is in the hot sauce.
Yes.
I just throw pepper but I
He
always
doesn't even do sugar in his coffee.
no, but I always freak out with everything. They're gonna find this. They're gonna find because you know what it is. They got these horror stories for men out there. Once you hit 40, things start to happen. And then you get to 45, 50 and stuff like that. So you get up, or you need. I don't have any of those.
I don't have that anymore. I used to get up and my knee used to give out.
But I think that
and
was
stuff
more
like
on your family side than our
the knee
age.
family, yeah.
Yeah, but for me,
mine's are not
I don't
family.
have those issues, which is great. And even the doctor was saying, just then you're doing good. Stay on that track. Lose the weight.
Oh, you're doing great.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you're sticking.
I know
with
we're
it.
way off topic. Way off topic. But
He's sticking with it, but this weekend he went
no, we
hopping around. He came home happy.
went to a couple of breweries and went with a friend of mine. We hadn't done it in a while,
He came home
and
happy.
I didn't have to drive. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you took advantage. And came
But
home
I
happy.
didn't have more than I usually have.
No, it's because your body's not used to it anymore.
My body's I'm more
So,
yeah.
He came home very happy. I was like,
Let's just sleep
why don't
on
you go to bed?
Yeah. First of all, yeah.
He wasn't annoying or anything. He just was very happy. I was like, you need a nap. But I'm glad he had a good time because he stresses a lot with work and everything. So I'm glad
Yep.
you had a good time.
No, it was yeah.
Yeah. So now on to finishing your gift wrapping.
Yeah, I have a lot of gift wrapping.
Yeah. I'm done.
I actually am excited because tomorrow, which is
What?
the 16th, so we're actually a little late in recording. This is going to drop tomorrow. After that, I work from home,
I know. I was
and
telling my best friend
I'm
that.
not even here till like just New Year's Eve. I'm here all the way to
I know. I was telling my best friend.
January 6th. I go back to
She
work.
was like, "Do you need a break?"
Yeah, you're gonna go out there.
She
What
was
about-
like,
you're just
she was,
you're
he's
already
home-
upset
He's
because
home all these days. I was like, yeah,
even your other friend, you're like, we're supposed to go to lunch. We're supposed to go to breakfast.
yeah. I was like,
You need to go out.
I need to get out, especially if he's gonna be here. Oh my god.
But I'm in the office and stuff. But I definitely gotta.
No,
take
he's
him.
not on the office all the time. He'll come out. He'll be like, "What are you doing? What are you watching?" If it's a quiet day in the office, he'll come out. "What are you doing?
I just come
What
out
are
to
you
check,
watching?" And I'm like, "Go away."
and then she hates it because it's a million questions that men ask. So what's going on? Why is he upset about that?
So, I'm like,
yeah, they don't see that situation. I can see this play. It's a movie.
I'm
it's
gonna
a
make
TV
myself
show.
ghost while he's here.
Download a new book.
Yeah,
Now that you're back into reading.
I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
I actually have my book for my book club. I gotta download, but I don't have to read that. Because
you
we're
could
not reading up till
But you could download other books now. Now that you're
Yes.
into reading, so
I can. But so we had this conversation at our last book club. I could only read one book at a time. There's some of the girls they'll read 2 or 3 books at the same
no, but
time.
you read a book in 3 days, 4 days.
I do read a book in
So
3
reading a book
days.
right now for the next couple of days.
Yes,
while I'm working
I
from
can put
home.
my book on hold for the
Yeah.
book club and just read one of the ones I have on my list. I probably do
download
that.
it tomorrow, and
So-
and that's it.
I wonder, are you guys like? For you people out there, if you guys are almost done with your holiday shopping and
Yeah,
all your
we are.
craziness.
We're done.
The only thing
We have a
haven't
box
done-
coming in for you. I do have a box coming in for you.
Okay. The only thing we haven't done yet is go down to see the tree.
Well, you kind of said,
But we go every year.
yeah.
And it's been this year
Well, we went. So this is how we instead of going, we just went straight
to hang out.
at the lounge in the Bronx.
Yes.
Because, it's holiday. It was there, Santa
Which
Claus.
we
People
had a great time.
People had hats on and everything like
There
that.
were people dressed up pretty cool in there.
Yeah. So
So we usually go down to the tree and then go there, but I was like, let's just go hang out with my cousin.
and the crowds are huge this year.
That's the
I can
only
tell
thing.
you.
I was okay with going down to see the tree, but the crowds have been crazy.
This year, they're really
And when
crazy.
you go down to, like, I really wanted to go down to Bryant Park or even to down by Macy's, because I heard
Harold Square.
Harold Square has
Yeah.
all these little.
But they all have vendor shops.
They all have vendor shops.
But
I wanted to see the ones.
Bryant
at Harold
Park,
Square.
I heard, is like really, really expensive.
Bryant Park is getting slammed.
Yeah,
this year.
every influencer, content creator has said.
The food is good.
First of all, it's packed.
Yes.
Packed more than they've ever
I'm just
seen it.
curious for the
And the food is just way overpriced.
Yes.
Not everything was great. Some of the stuff was actually served to you cold.
So they have these strawberries covered in chocolate from
I could get that right here.
Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai chocolate.
Yeah.
They
have these strawberries.
I tell you one thing, Middle East people, they love their chocolates. They
Yeah,
love
so
that
there's
richness of it.
strawberries covered in Dubai chocolate.
Yeah.
And it looks so good. I'm like, because I love chocolate.
Yeah.
So I was dying to go try it. But the girl goes, it's $27.
It's Dubai chocolate.
For a cup. Like this.
It's Dubai.
With strawberries and Dubai chocolate.
Dubai chocolate.
I'm not going to do that because down the street.
We have edibles arrangements.
Yeah, and she's got Dubai chocolate. So I'm Soulmate Cafe. Remember I said she
She does Dubai chocolate?
She's got it right now for the season.
Oh, you should have
So
told
I'm
me.
just
Let's
gonna
pick up
go-
some tomorrow.
So I'm just gonna go over by her and
Yeah.
pick up some Dubai chocolate.
Yeah.
And I have strawberries here. And I'm good. I do want to go and see the little shops and everything. But when it gets crowded like that, this is how you get sick because everybody's all crushed in together.
It was really
and
crushing those
sneezing
videos.
and coughing all over each other. And then you go home and say, "Oh, it was so cold, I got sick." No, you got sick because you're in that crowd of people sandwiched in together, coughing all over you, and spreading the germs. So I'm like, I'm okay this year, not getting sick.
No, I mean, if we had a evening Christmas party, maybe I would have said, "Hey, come down and pick me up," and then we
Yeah.
could have done it. But we didn't. We had a lunch.
Yeah, I had a lunch. So.
So,
But he's thinking about you guys said maybe Wednesday.
Maybe Wednesday we hook up with some people and.
So I told him maybe I'll drive in on Wednesday and pick
either
you up.
we drive in. I mean, there are plenty of restaurants in the holiday mode up here in the
Yes,
Jersey
they
side.
do.
You know,
I
it
just
doesn't-
wanted to hang out with your admins.
Yeah, they live in Jersey, so we
No,
could
they
do a
do.
Jersey one.
Yeah,
We don't have
actually, that
to.
is a good idea.
Yeah, we don't have to
Yeah.
cross the water. So, I'll mention it to her tomorrow.
Sounds cool with me.
All right, I
So,
think we're out of
guys,
here. Take us
yes,
out of here. I think the talk of holiday parties. You know, how many people have them still?
I know we've been a little bit all over the place, but that was
It
the main
happens. It's
subject
still holiday
today.
subject. But it was, it was because I told her we're having a holiday lunch, and the conversation kind of built up, and I'm like, yeah, we should talk about it because I'm pretty sure some people do it, some people don't. A lot of them do potlucks now because it's just very expensive.
In our next episode, which I'm going to bring up the topic, tell you guys what the topic is, because we already have it set, is how long should you wait to tell your kids if Santa's real?
That's
what we're going
that's
to
the
talk
next
about in our
topic.
next topic.
Yeah.
I think that's an important one because we've had some situations with that one.
Yeah, we had some good ones though.
We had some good ones and some crazy ones.
Yeah.
So guys, stay tuned. Have a happy, healthy
Christmas
holiday season.
holidays.
Don't eat too many cookies. I've
Don't.
been eating a lot of cookies, people.
Yeah, but it didn't show in the results.
No, they didn't.
So now we got to go and get David's cookies.
That's what I did last night, people. For you guys listening, you went to bed.
Yeah, no.
So
What did you do?
he went and got me my deep dish apple pie ice cream. I know we were supposed to cut it, but I
Oh
need to
yeah.
put this
See,
in
I
there.
did do that for you.
I mean, people, I do eat junk food sometimes. I don't always eat healthy. So he bought me my apple pie ice cream from Pennings. And I made myself a cookie sandwich.
Oh.
So I took, people, you got to try this. Try any kind of apple ice cream with oatmeal raisin cookies. Especially the
So the ice
David's.
cream is, for those that know the area, it's from Pennings.
Oh, so good.
And
It's got chunks of apple.
That's up in Warwick.
And pie crust in it and caramel in it. So that ice cream sandwiched in between two of those David's oatmeal cookies.
now since we kind of, now I kind of refresh my memory. Not only that, when I went to the Brewers with a friend of mine, they're actually having a salsa freestyle.
I already told the girls.
Which girls?
Kelly
Oh.
And she said, "You gotta forward this to Renee." So
Yeah,
think
I couldn't believe
be,
it.
It's gonna be a group of us.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. But
But
last
I was
night,
surprised
that's
they're
what I
doing it.
had.
I'm like, salsa and freestyle? This place is a really cool brewery.
I know. She was like, "That place is so cool. I
It's
can't wait to go
big.
back."
It's just roomy. The person that owns it, it's a female, which is fantastic. And I'm like, it's got an outdoors and
She had the best idea because that place is awesome.
It's
Winter,
awesome.
summer, spring, fall.
Nah.
It's always jumping.
right. And you know what's funny? My friend of mine was like, "Hey, I saw that you went to a lot of wine." I know we're supposed to end out of here, but this is gonna be it. And I said, "No, I went to breweries.
We just go to that same one because we like
Right."
hanging out
And
there.
at a certain point, I said, "Hey, we can't post again." He was like, "Why?" I said, "We were there for like 3 times in less
3
than
weeks in a row.
Oh, right, was it?" And I was
3
like,
weeks
"We
in a
can't."
row we were there.
He's like, "What? Someone's gonna think you have a problem?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah, but it said the entertainment is so fun.
yeah."
I told him, I said, they have bands.
Sometimes they have bands 2 in a day.
In a day, yeah.
2 shifts. You got the afternoon
And in
towards-
the evening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've been kicking it up in the last couple weeks. And they have bands from now till Christmas Eve going on.
Yeah, Tim Barton is just
I know.
rocks. All right, take us out of here.
So guys, have a healthy holiday season.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, give us your input,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
all that good jazz. So, peace out guys. Take
All
care.
right, from Mr. Holiday, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So I'm gonna run it. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.